Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. Gets around him. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how did they get a win?
Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds.
It's a gain of 8. And the Vikings first down.
And inside give to Jones. Taken down at the 42. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Addison will go in motion left. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good pick up there at 22.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
19 more yards.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and 10.
Mason going to get it on first down. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at
no gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
Yeah, an opening drive sack.
For the Vikings field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And when he came out of college, we all knew he had a chance to be one of the better quarterbacks in the league. He got there in short fashion and elevates everyone around him. Led the league in passing last year with nearly 5,000 yards and had 43 touchdown passes. He's hoping to get his team back to the playoffs after falling just short a season ago.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of catches. 104 yards and a score as well.
And we're starting to see some consistency being established here, because if you do it once, some people might count it as a fluke, but if you do it a second time, you're starting to think maybe he's got it going, and that's exactly where he appears to be headed.
The Bengals at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39.
1st and 10.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Bengals.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. This is 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Burrow looking to pass. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Maybe the donut off the baseball bat like the guys in the on-deck circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off him.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
At their own 24-yard line.
On play action, McCarthy. Open man is Jalen Naylor. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
First down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. That's to Naylor once again. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
It's a gain of 8.
2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2 at the Bengals 45-yard line.
Draw play, Mason. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
It's a gain of 2. And the Vikings first down.
And they'll go again with Mason. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 14.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit but they'll say it's incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
For the field goal, a 48-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
At his 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 2. Burrow will throw. That's caught. Andre Yoshibas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
Bengals, first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. It's complete to Brown, right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Jamar Chase. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
1st and goal. Forget running the football. Forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's a definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy. Hits his running back, P-Ryan. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34.
And the Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
McCarthy off the play fake. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. More than one defender there, and That's a loss of 5 on the sack. But he
12.
continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Joe Burrow and the Bengals heading back out there. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Handing it off to Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 11.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They give it to Brown. Shifts by him. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
A gain of 17
Give him 17
yards.
and a Cincinnati
That's
first
good
down.
for a Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right at them and right up the middle.
2nd and 4.
Open man is Chase complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. T. Higgins from 13 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
McPherson on for the point after. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6.
Bengals 17.
So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday press it a little bit. This might be the case.
That's caught downfield by Addison. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And the Vikings first down.
They go with a former Bengal facing his old mates. It's Samaje Perine. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. Looking to throw McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make it 17-13. A drive that time of 6 plays. And Jordan Addison capped it off with a touchdown catch. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it second down.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2.
From the gun, a give to Brown. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Down back at the 24-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it will be Vikings ball, first and 10. The Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. Here's McCarthy. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is McCarthy. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
McCarthy's pass.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. A sad day for some, the official final day of summer. Fall begins in the USA tomorrow, so time for one more summer fling, if you will.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against Jacksonville, and they lead this one as well right now. Out in front here, they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Got him in. It's Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And the Bengals first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Here's Burrow.
Brings up 2nd and
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Chase. That's a gain of 6.
Now it's Burrow.
And 2.
That is caught. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That's good for a Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Vikings.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And Higgins is going to have a Bengals first down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And throw right sideline is complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
First down. 1st and goal.
To the air again, Burrow. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Chase Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McPherson now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small...
To the right side and intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the return will stop right around the 25. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a give to Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by
He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The 20-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
9 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Burrow will throw. And it's a fumble. And now who's got it? The defense does. They recover in the end zone. So this will go as a touchback. And boy, you talk about going from jubilation to heartbreak, as that's a big turnover. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Looking to put a drive together. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Second down, another shot for Jones. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. Room past the 35. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 46-yard line.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Hendrickson. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you have extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now McCarthy. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard
line. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. And he'll scratch out only about a yard after the 32.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Bengals.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35.
And the Bengals 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Running right, here's Brown. A beautiful fake. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Brown is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Touchdown! Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up 1st downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
The kick is good.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
13.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, good move. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. To the air with McCarthy. Over the middle and complete to Addison. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I've thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
21 yards. And the Vikings.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Hawkinson, incomplete.
Up the middle, Jones. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Vikings first
Here's
down.
McCarthy. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
It's a 10-yard
Multiple
loss.
rushers
Brings
break
up
through to
second
drop
and
him for
20
the
at
seventh
the
time
Bengals'
this game.
29-yard line.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Throw out wide is incomplete. The offense on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be third and forever. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Shamar Stewart
Brings up
drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. Here's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete.
Burrow's pass.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 75 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete.
Complete to Jamar
Here's
Chase.
second and 10.
He's knocked out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Burrow. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Looking to throw. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Daquan Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Brown with the stick skills. On a nice burst there as they take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
A gain of 11.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Cincinnati, it's back-to-back victories now.